Hey, good morning. It's Sarah from Close to the Earth IT Services, and today we're going to talk about starting a website, or if you already have a website, what you need to do to keep it current. So, we all know that of course, you want to have all of your basic information that people need to know, where your business is, what you do, your story. That's important. All that stuff's important. You know what to put on the front of the page. It's probably something that you've really thought a lot about. Your images, your color scheme. So none of that is readable by the search engines, and none of that is going to help to bring you to where you need to be. If your design is terrible, people aren't going to really stand for that. They won't stay on your website. But if they are looking for specific information, even if your site's ugly, they'll stay and they can find it. They will come to your visit. They will come to visit. So, hey, good morning. Hi. So, what we need to be conscious of is everything that goes to the back end of the site. What's under the hood? So, it's really important that you know a few different things. How websites are indexed, how to make sure that you're being seen by Google, Bing, Yahoo is still important, to make sure that you're visible. And that visibility is going to mean doing a few things behind the scenes. It has nothing to do with the visuals. So what I'm going to talk about today is everything that's kind of like under the hood. Your search engine optimization, your on page, kind of like what your site says and how it's seen by their search engines. I mean, this can be like a really huge field of study, so we're not going to go too deeply into it, but I did want to give you sort of a walkthrough of my top 3 to 5 things that you really have to do in order to have a functional website, apart from the beautiful design that you're thinking so hard about. So let's do a screen share. We're just gonna move this here, and we are going to go to let's see here, hang on a sec, let me turn this around. Not quite ready yet. I should have thought this through a little bit better, but you know, I get in a mood and I'm like, okay, well, let's do it now. All right, so I am going to log into my Google Analytics. Okay, Google Analytics. I'm going to open that up. I'm also going to show you what I have for, let's see, I want my name. I want my name.com for web domains. I don't like GoDaddy. I think that they really play some shady tricks on people to get them to pay more for their sites, and I don't think that's necessary. So I think it's important to take all of these things into account, the longevity of your account and how to best maintain it. Let's see here. What can I show you? All right. Okay. This is cool. All right, I've got a few really cool things to show you. I've got like 2 going on right now. All right, Google Analytics. And we're going to go to some of the webmaster sites. Let's see here. Google Webmaster. I'll show you Google Webmaster. That's pretty easy. Webmaster Tools. All right. And we're going to take a look at Webmaster Tools and walk through that. Oh, it's starting to rain outside. Okay. All right, taking a look. And this is a site that I did a couple years ago, and I don't know if this site is even up anymore, so I'm just taking a look. Actually, I'm going to go back to my own thing and we'll show you the traffic stuff. And we'll take a walk through that. And I'm going to show you a tool called Moz. Hey, hi Matoush, how you doing? My buddy from Convos. What's happening? I'm going live on the other sites too, so. Alright, so we got that. And the other thing we're going to take a look at. Hey, oh, well, hey, have a good day. I'm doing a tutorial on web stuff. All the behind the scenes crawling and bots and webmaster tools. So that's what I'm up to. Are you going to be... Yes. Yep, I have my own IT company. Yep. So I'm live broadcasting right now, not only on Instagram, but I'm giving a YouTube live tutorial. So I better get back to it. But I'll see you on Convos. Have a great day. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Moz. And I think those are pretty good things you probably haven't heard of before. Let's see, Moz Pro. Oh, let's see how much we can glean from Moz Pro. So I've got a few tools that you might not have heard of before. Free SEO tools. So Moz.com, M-O-Z.com, has some really cool stuff. All right. So here I have a few things to show you. Let me get on the right page. Okay. Here. Yep. Website data. Cool in the gang. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to show you some cool stuff. All right, so here, let's screen share. Hi. Welcome to my screen. So I'm going to just reduce this. So this is a site that I have. I like to own my own name. Here I have saragepp.work, and you can see that I've purchased my domain name. So this is really important for a couple of different reasons. So this might seem like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I have a domain name. Great. I'm going to walk away now. Well, there are a lot of things that you still need to set up, like this DNS server, for example. So here are my other websites that I have. I'm going to go to Edit DNS Records. And let me just minimize this in case there's some jerks. Let's see here. So you need to be able to verify your site in a few different ways. Here I have a CNAME or just call it a CNAME, which verifies my site with Bing. I need to do that with Google too. And just this shows that my site is legit. I want to make sure that I have some verification records. Hey, hi, we're talking all about website stuff, the back end of websites. So what you need to be able to do is verify, especially if you're sending out any kind of mailers or doing any email marketing, which you must do. You need to be able to show to your email marketing plan that your site is legit and that you're not a spammer, which takes adding a record to verify that you are actually a legit site. So that's super important. This is something you might not be thinking about, but all along the chain, you need to make sure that you are making your website the most secure and legit site that you can make it, so that you have greater what's known as domain authority and that you become a trusted site, because that will make you more buoyant in the search engines that will bring you closer to the top. And one thing that you can do right off the bat, even if you have a brand new website out of the box, is that you can make sure that your site, your name actually goes to the top of the page because it's yours and you can verify it. So you can do that in a few different ways. The most important thing to do is to install the verification from Google, and also to check out this Moz Pro. Those are the two things, the recipe, the formula, to make sure that at least your own name gets to the top of the search engine, like in the first month of your launch. So I'm going to take you through Google Analytics. So these are a few different things that you want to be able to see. First of all, you want a low bounce rate. What this means is they come to your page and they look at another page. So they're not just looking at one thing, they're looking at a few different pages. So you don't want people to just land on your page and leave. You want them to look through a few different things. And so the session duration, 17 seconds, that's not really good, but they are looking at a few different things. I do have it set up on my website where, thank you for the hearts, by the way. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. I have it set up so that all of the things on my website are like pretty easily accessible. And then here I have 37 sessions in a week. Yeah, I really do not do anything to market my website at all. The only thing I really do is to give away free things. Like, hey, go to my website, but no one ever really does. And I'm not working it too hard. But in the times that I was working it really hard, this was like, I'd have like 400 a week. And that does take some work, which I wasn't willing to do. I wanted to just kind of, the last few months, work on other things, and I'm not interested in acquiring a whole lot of new clients because I just have been working on certifying. So here we're going to check out the audience. So much like you, I'm on the same page where I haven't worked too hard on my website, and it's going to be like starting from scratch to actually get people back and using my site the way that I want them to. So I want a real picture of what is my beginning? What's my beginning? So this is going to be helpful to know who are my active users, where are they coming from, where should I be marketing. Let's see the overview. Let's look at geo. So I know that my business is based in Malibu, California. But I've been doing some campaigning like on social media like this, where I'm trying to get a wider audience, where I have some international people. But I'm going to look at my US because that's my service area. So a lot of people are coming from California. I've got New Mexico, Kansas, Indiana, New York, Southern Nights, and there we go. All right, so this is for the last week, and I'm going to see how they're using my site. All right, so I got California people, which is cool. I can even go to ask what city they're in. Okay, I got San Francisco, and I've got a bunch of Los Angeles. I've got Oxnard, Ojai, San Francisco again, Long Beach, Calabasas, and I know that Long Beach customer got in touch with me. So, yeah, I don't have any people from Malibu this week. But, I could take a look at a date range and say, like, let's see, last 30 days. Let's see what happened. Let's see who landed on my page in the last 30 days. There, it's becoming a little more local. We got Malibu, we got Oxnard, San Francisco. All right. So what that's telling me is that I'm very California-centric. So as much as people are following me on social media and stuff, they're not hitting up my website outside of my local area. So what does that tell me? That I have to, if I want to cast a wider net, I've got to do some different things with my website to make it more flexible. So this gives me the information. It means that, hey, let me see if I can just quick log in here to my Instagram where I'm doing a lot of marketing. See if I'm logged in. Okay, hang on, because I'm going to have to log in and I'm going to be kind of secure about it. So I'm going to also see, where did I go? All right, back to here. So I'm going to log in to an analytic tool that I have on Planoly. I'm going to log in with my Instagram account. Okay, happy 8 o'clock. And I'm going to be able to analyze what has been happening with my Instagram. So this will be insightful. No, it will be insightful. This gives me some insight here. Okay, here, let me move this for you. So let's do a comparison, right? Here I have this is my Instagram. I've got 6,800 followers. And I've gotten a bunch of comments. Let's see here. Let's look at the month. These are my posts. I have a professional helping me with this. So, so I am gaining a lot of like followers and stuff. I'm targeting my correct audience. And I know that everything's pretty much good to go. So there's a big difference. You can see this between what I'm working on, which is trying to boost my Instagram following and build my audience there, and what's happening on my website. So you would kind of think, hey, my Instagram's on fire, man. Like, I've got all these followers. I'm up 382 in the last 30 days. And I have all these cool posts. I've got engagement. People are talking. I'm having conversations on Instagram. Good to go, right? Well, they're not clicking through. You see this? So people that are on my page, what we're gonna see is it's live. They're not clicking through. So here we have a good opportunity to ask why. And here's another cool thing. Let me go to Instagram. I'm going to show you something groovy. Let me make sure I'm logged in. Am I logged in? Yeah. All right, so here's me, right? What's it going to show you? Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you Linktree. So this is a way, this Linktree, this is a way to get people looking at not only your profile, because they'll check out your profile, but then here they can click one link and it'll be kind of a landing page. So here we go. Go to my website, and then here's my YouTube. Here are my other socials, and you can email me. I did receive a couple of emails that I know came from Linktree, which is really cool. But then when I go to Linktree, let's see if it'll let me do this. I can look at some analytics too. All right. So it's not automatically logging in. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to move on to another tool. Let's roll. And so you can see, even if you're rocking it on Instagram and your social media, you might not be directing people properly to your website. And they might not want to leave the platform. So you have to be conscious of that. So that can be a real pitfall if you're not working on all of these things as one organic unit. And it's hard to do. Please don't hack me. Thank you. This isn't the most important domain. I mean, it's important, but um, I'm just showing this to demonstrate that you actually need to do more things than just set up the domain, make the website look beautiful. No, there's a lot more under the hood. So let's minimize this. Let's go over to this here. So let's do a keyword research thing. Let's see. Let's look for graduation gifts. Right. It's coming up on that time of the year. Let's see how competitive this keyword is. So we're going to look at this tool, which is Moz.com, to see how popular this search is. And when you're planning out your website, and even if you're going to do a remodel, which I'm thinking about doing, this is a really important tool because you can't really set it and forget it. Let me just travel to my website here. And let's see what's going on. All right. So here I have a bunch of useful information, and I have actually researched what the most landed on what the most important information to my customer is. They want to see testimonials. They want to see verification. They want to see that I'm certified and some bullet points. So I keep that really super simple for them. And then here's a mailing list, and I've grown my mailing list a bit. It could be stronger, but have this on your first front page, up front and saying hello, is this subscribe form. And I've got some affiliate links. Okay, so that's pretty simple. The other thing people look at a lot, click here for services. If you have a button on your site, people will definitely click it. So here are all of the, here's all the site information that I have. Okay, so we get down to the bottom, people know, hey, click for service. And you don't want to see that. Oops. So if you find a mistake on your site, you can definitely change it. And it's important to make sure that all your buttons are going to the right place. And check it periodically. I didn't even know I had a problem on my site because I've just been doing other things. So maintaining your website, we just saw it right here. This is live. I'm not going to edit it out and be like, yeah, I'm perfect. I mean, editing. Because this stuff takes maintenance for everyone. And you want to make sure that your features are working because they will break, especially if you're on a content management system. Every once in a while, your plugins will break. They'll need an update. You want to make sure that all of that stuff is covered. So, so make sure that all of your features are functional on your website, because it will affect how the search engines see you and how they crawl your page. I want to walk you through, okay, so here, let's take one more look at this keyword planner. And here we're going to see graduation gifts, and then I'm going to walk you through the webmasters. So we'll see graduation gifts, and let's see here. I mean, and some of this is really telling. Graduation gifts for him. Way at the bottom, graduation gifts for her, monthly volume. So if you're marketing for certain things, you can get really specific. How hard is it to market for this keyword? It's got medium difficulty. And keyword suggestions. So let's see, you can see what the most popular suggestions are with the site Moz.com, which is super, super helpful, and what the monthly volume is. So, I mean, graduation gifts, that's in thousands. That is in the hundreds. So graduation, then we have graduation gifts, and that goes way, way down. So you've got to either be really specific or really broad, and you have to put some thought into it. Otherwise, the difference between graduation gifts for her, look at that. That's a really wide cavern. It's a canyon. Not a cavern, it's a canyon. So we want to make sure that you're planning out your keywords the right way, because it will make a difference with the search engines. It's coffee time, hang on. All right, so this is just on what's known as on-page SEO. And here we have, this is Google Webmaster Tools. Let me minimize this. I'll make this a little bigger for us. It's a free tool from Google. And try the new Search Console. Okay, well, now's a good time. Sure. So here we have the site performance. Now this is stuff that is based on, here we have keywords. So this is all in on my page. This is my on-page search engine optimization. So we have all my main keywords, and I've got 66 of them that have been researched. So this is all on my page that Google can see. So these are like all of the keywords that I have, and those were all researched. So sitemaps. And here I have a sitemap. Squarespace has built-in sitemaps, and you can actually use that to have Google and the other search engines crawl your site, which is super important. So let's see here. We're going to go to index coverage. And well, let's go back to the old one, because crawl. So let's go to fetch as Google, fetch and render. And then you want to have Google, it will be crawling your site regularly to move your position within the search engine. And you want to make sure that you're doing things to always make that move. You know, put it on your calendar once a week that you're going to have your site crawled. And you're just going to log in with your Google account, which is connected. So that's going to spin around and have the Google bots run through your site, make sure that everything is correct, and it'll affect your search, hopefully for the better, because your information on your site is accurate. And every once in a while, you want to manually do that and refresh it. Check your errors, and that will make sure that you don't have any errors on my page or on your page. Then we have web tools. It's not really a tool, it's more like something to get you to go through Google AdWords, which I don't think is helpful. I don't do AdWords at all for my site. I do social media and I share links, and I think that's more helpful. So these are some basic things that you want to, oh, here. This is something important too, hot frog. So here, this looks like some cheesy, stupid website, right? This is actually really pretty powerful. I'm glad that it popped up because this is a powerful tool and it's free. So here we have Hot Frog, and what it does is it blasts out information about your website to other places like 4-star Yelp, HubSpot, all of like the lesser known places, Foursquare, yeah, I already said that. And it goes to the lesser known places of the web as almost like a Yellow Pages style site. And it's really helpful. You can go deep within your profile here. And it will help the search engines to see you. As far as customers looking on Hot Frog to find your business, it's probably not really going to be an effective tool. But the more you can blast out your identity to different websites, even if you don't look on those websites and neither do your customers, it's going to give your domain some authority. So, so it's actually helpful to have all of these things. You just do it once, and then, or once a year, and that's it. So you're probably not going to use Hot Frog, neither am I, but I am going to go to my account here and make sure that this is correct, because this is going to go out just like the Yellow Pages used to, or yellowpages.com. It'll send it to all these places on the web that actually give domain authority, and it will boost you a little bit in the search engines. So you want to be able to have that too. All right, so this, I mean, this is like usually a month long. When I've got a new site, it's kind of a month-long process to dig in and get this stuff happening. But I do want to look at a couple of things. Let's see, what else can I show you? Oh yeah, this is a must. Google My Business. So even if you have a site that is an e-commerce site, it's important to have Google My Business for your domain authority. You can also get on Apple Maps and Bing Locations or Bing Local on this, and you want to be able to do that again for the page authority. So it's really important just to do these little things. Make sure that you're going to these tiny little websites, doing it once or twice, and that's it, or once a year. You know, do it the first time, and then you won't have to think about it for another year. And it's pretty easy. And then what it does is, let's say I go to close to the Earth, right? Let's see, what am I gonna find? Lots of NASA stuff. Apple tech service. All right, so here I am, right at the top. Here's another thing, like for example, Google review. This is someone who didn't even come to my business. I've never met this person, and they 3-starred my page, and that was the only review I ever got. So that kind of sucks. And then they wouldn't remove it. So that can happen to you too. That can be a pitfall. But you want to be able to have this this map, because it will put you right here. Your business will be right here on the first page of the search. So if it's even close, Google will catch it, and you'll see it's right here. So that's pretty cool. And then the first 3 are me. And And that's it. So if anyone's got any questions about setting this up, I mean, it can just get so deep. You kind of have to make a plan about SEO. And it has to involve what you're going to do on page, this simple kind of grab and go for the search engines, and to really have a deep knowing about what your site is going to be about, right? So we'll go to bing.com. And we'll close to the Earth, Apple, Tech, Malibu. And here we are. Here are all my pages, because I've set this up in advance. So I have a Facebook page. I have my blog, which I update a lot. Here I am on the Apple website. And I have even more social sites that point, that I don't really even update, but they point to my website. Here we have my LinkedIn. So the first page is all yours truly. And then let's see here. Let's go to Maps and see, because I didn't do a whole lot of work on this. Yep, and here I am working with Yelp. So here are my Yelp reviews, and they're baked right in. They're baked right in. So make sure that you're setting up a Yelp page. I would not do any advertising with them because they can retaliate against you. Sorry Yelp, but you're not very nice. But people look at Yelp. Just don't advertise with them because you'll never get out. It's like a black hole in there. Sorry Yelp, don't attack me, but you're not pulling your weight, Yelp. And there's nothing you can do about it. Once they have your account and you stop advertising with them and they want to get your business back, they'll kind of bully you. I wouldn't recommend them at all. So those are a few things. These are my on-page and a little bit of off-page SEO. This is my basic recipe. Hey, it's not the Colonel's secret recipe. This is my basic recipe. The Colonel's got some tricks up her sleeve, but this is the basic. So we got 13 herbs and spices in the basic, and this is what they are. On page, you want to research your keywords. You want to make sure that you've got socials linked. Even if you don't have a whole lot on your social media accounts, have a LinkedIn. Because it's one of the most powerful search engines in the world, and it is the most used, with the most active daily users in the world. LinkedIn is the site, the biggest website with the most active daily users, above Facebook, above Instagram or Twitter or whatever. LinkedIn is the one that people go to every day. Get a LinkedIn page. Get a LinkedIn company page. Make sure that you've got Google Webmaster, that you've got Google Analytics set up, that you've got the Google bots crawling your site. You want to make sure that you've got the Yahoo and Bing thing dialed in. Bing's important too. This is baked into all the Microsoft, what is it called? Windows. And Cortana. So you want to get that dialed in. There's also Apple Maps. Just for the bonus round, let's see, Apple Maps, right? And we've got the Apple Maps Connect, right? So you sign in with your Apple ID and you'll show up on someone's Apple Watch, on their phone, when people are going to certain places and they're using Siri's connected to Apple Maps. So, hey Siri, where is Sarah's business? And Siri will be like, it's right over here. Dude, go to it. It's got 5-star reviews. So it's a powerful tool. What else can I tell you? I don't know, man, it's been a pretty long video so far. This has been pretty action-packed, don't you think? So, don't do the Yelp. It's a waste of money. Paying an SEO person, yeah, you can do that. This stuff needs to be done every 6 months to 12 months. SEO people are money. They're money, and they're worth every penny, and they will do what they say they do. So if you have a site where you need a lot of web traffic, get help. If you're a local business, you're just starting out, you kind of want to see how it goes, invest the time, get somebody to help you, maybe assist you. You can, a lot of this stuff you can do yourself, but if you can't commit to doing it, get help with it. Don't even mess with it, because getting the wrong help can mess you up. So if you go to like some offshore Fiverr.com person and you're like, hey, hook me up with some SEO, I don't know how it works, just do it. That can be a dangerous game because it could work against you. So you want to make sure that you're working with someone ethical and accountable that you can really trust to set this up for you if you can't do everything yourself. That's super important because this stuff can actually work against you. What else can I show you guys? I'm trying to think of like the one last takeaway. Just kind of drawing a blank a bit. But, you know, it's important to just go through your pages, make sure they're correct every few months, make sure your buttons are working. Here we have my enroll now. I want to make sure that my stuff is actually working correctly, that the colors are correct. Here I redid this page and I can tell that this orange and that orange, they're a little clashy. Having an aqua and a green here, that could change. I'm about to change everything up on my website anyway. So I'm going to take notes of what can change on my site so that it's so that it makes sense and everything is really flowing with the way that people use my website anyway. Use of video is possible now. Video might not be available on mobile devices, but it'll be available for sure on computers. And you want to make sure that you're viewing things on all of the mobile devices and also on computers to make sure everything is the way that it should be. So here are some of my blog posts. You want to make sure that you're blogging regularly too, long form blogs. That's really helpful. If you have someone doing your search engine optimization for you, they're going to be adding blog posts and blasting them out for you regularly, because long form, Google likes this long form blog format. So I think that's kind of what I can tell you for now. Let me just turn this around. It's my social live broadcaster. Hey, hi, it's me. Let me just super quick check and just see if there's any, I mean, it could be old now, but I wanted to see if I can answer any questions, if anyone's got anything they're thinking about when it comes to this. I don't have any comments. Yep. All right, so it's been 45 minutes, dude. This is a lot of information. And if you're looking at this later, which it will be available later, skip around. Kind of scan through it. It's not a big deal. This is like available for you to take in little pieces. And I guess that's all I have for you. It's a few important things that you need to know about in order to make your website right out of the box, or if you're redoing your search engine optimization, then you can just review these items as needed. But do them regularly. Make sure you're going to Google Analytics. Make sure you're having the Google bots crawl your website. Make sure your keywords are relevant. And here, God, I hate that. And it paused out my video. Thanks, buddy. All right, so I'm ending on Instagram. So I lost my train of thought because I had a phone call and it disrupted my Instagram feed, but my Instagram live thing. But I think that's all you need to know. Basically, it's a lot of work. Getting the wheels on, it's work. You're gonna need to spend some time doing this. Can you get away without doing it? Yeah. But why? You know, why not put in the 1 to 2 days of work and make sure that you have everything correct? Because once you start thinking about this stuff, you'll be like, oh yeah, I need to set up my Google Analytics. Now I need to go to have the Google bots crawl my site. Oh, I need to make sure that I have the correct records to verify that my domain settings are correct. Great. That will be needed for email marketing. Speaking of email marketing, I need to set up a pop-up so that when people travel or visit my site, I can be able to capture their email. So one thing reminds you of the next thing, reminds you of the next thing, and you'll be on a momentum for a couple of days, and then it will be done. And put it on your calendar for 6 months from now that you want to make sure that you're just doing that 1 or 2 days of work. Again, you will have that time. It won't take as long the second time around, but you just want to make sure that you're checking, because code breaks. If you're using WordPress, those plugins need to be updated. You need to make sure that your security settings are valid, and that's just going to take a little maintenance, routine maintenance, just like your car. So these are a few things to go through and take a look at, no matter what platform you're going to be doing your website on. You want to make sure that you're having your on-page stuff correct and that everything is working on your website. You want to have some Google, Bing, and other off-page site integration tools that will do the heavy lifting for you, so it's a little easier. So that's what I've got for you today. If you have any questions, you know you can hit me up. Go to closetotheearth.com. I apparently am not getting enough website hits. So check out my website. Come visit me on social. Drop me a message if you've got a question about anything, and I will be happy to help you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching AM Tech Talk. My name's saragepp at Apple Green Tech, and I'll be probably back tomorrow with some more helpful information.